This is the Tokyo Bara 23 Sneaker Channel. Tokyo Bara 23 Sneaker Channel des. 毎日アップするので毎日見てください. And every single day I drop you content about upcoming sneaker reviews, and occasionally I get sneakers in hand and could do reviews for you live with the sneaker right here. But that's not the case today with these Nike Air Max Uptempo 1995s. As I said in the introduction, today is all about the Nike Air Max Uptempo 1995's Blue Fury, they're calling this one. And the Nike Air Max 95s, Nike Air Max 95s, that's a totally different sneaker. The Nike Air Max Uptempo 95s, they said when these came out for the very first time that it was the most amount of air, the biggest amount of air units that they were able to put on a sneaker. Now, of course, since then that has very much changed. Now that you get Vapor Maxes or 720s and things like that, where it's almost completely air down there. But at the time, these guys were revolutionary, and they did have the most amount of air that you could have technologically wise on a sneaker down there. Now, they did drop for the first time in 1995, so we are talking a sneaker that is more than 20, 23, 24 years old. So it is technology from a bit of a bygone era, but it is time to flashback and have a look at these guys. But before we do that, a quick word about what I'm doing this week on the channel, because I've had a really tough couple of weeks. No doubt about it. It's been hard work at work. I've been really grinding it out in my full-time job, which means I haven't really been able to kind of give as much attention to the channel as I want to. So what I've decided to do is to try and pare down the videos a little bit, get them closer to 5 minutes than 10, and see if I can keep up that daily content, because seriously, it's getting quite difficult to hit that daily content. If you appreciate that daily content, please hit the subscribe button down below. If you appreciate a guy with a full-time job churning out daily YouTube content, hit that subscribe button down below. Okay, enough about that. Let's get into the sneaker. Like I said, I want to do this fast and as fast as possible so that we can talk about these guys. Now, when we say Air Max Uptempo, if you think about Uptempo, you immediately think about the classic Scottie Pippen silhouette. That's the real Uptempo one. When I saw this listed on the releases, Uptempo, I just assumed it was going to be something similar to those Scottie Pippens. And really, there isn't much similarity here to those kind of OG or that classic silhouette. It is that same sort of height and same shape, perhaps, but basically it's a very, very different sneaker. So let's have a look at a couple of the places where that happens. Now, it is called a Blue Fury, so let's have a look at some of the blue hits that are on this sneaker. First and foremost, if we start high on the sneaker, on the tongue and the heel tab, it's got this really interesting kind of rope almost that kind of loops out of the tongue and loops out of the heel and then back in again. And it kind of reminds me a little bit, it's a different fabric and a different material, but just in the visual, it reminds me a little bit of an Air Jordan 6 with that kind of loop on the heel pull tab there. It's very different material. I'm not saying they're the same thing, so don't like crush me in the comments for comparing these 95s to Air Jordan 6s, but it's just something about it reminds me of that. And they are blue. They are in that sort of blue fury. I don't know why they call it fury, because there's no way that this blue is furious. Maybe it's something to do with the upcoming Marvel sort of releases, and there's is it Nick Fury in those movies, and they just want to get the name Fury in there so that when people are typing Fury into YouTube and Google, bang, this is the kind of stuff that comes out. Hopefully that means I'll get a lot of views on this video. Anyway, back to the sneaker. So the hits of blue we're starting with. If you look down on the lacing system on either side of the lacing system, basically there's 4 eyelets there that are spelling out air, A-I-R, in light blue, and then the 4th one has the Nike swoosh there in light blue as well. So that's another place where you've got that hit of blue. But you've also got hits of gold on the sneaker. So we're going to have a look at the place where it has hits of gold as well, and the 3 distinctive places where it has hits of gold are up there on the tongue. There's the tongue branding. It's a little bit hidden in this screenshot here, but you can see on both sneakers you've got that kind of gold accent there in the tongue branding. And then if you come down to sort of the towards the heel on the lower upper, you've got the gold swoosh there. And then if you keep coming down as well to those air units that I talked about before, and you look through the inside of those guys, it's got a gold sort of effect. And if we go all the way down to the outsole and flip these guys upside down, a really unique looking outsole, and you really get a look through to those gold hits in the midsole, I suppose, of the sneaker. And then the final thing I want to have a look at, going back to that blue motif, is all around, almost like an Air Jordan 11, all around the lower part of the upper, you've got this light blue patent leather that offsets the sort of more matte finish of the white leather on the sneaker. So that patent sort of popping, bright, shiny leather all around the lower half of the upper is the final sort of light blue, Blue Fury accent on these Nike Air Max Max Uptempo 1995s. And that's my review for you guys today. I think it's going to clock in there around about 5 minutes. I've said before in my videos that I don't keep a timer around here. Tomorrow I'll be bringing you that Tuesday top 10. Every Tuesday I bring you a Tuesday top 10. It's episode 9 tomorrow. So check in for that and make sure you stick around for that. And if you appreciate this daily content, like I said at the top of the video, hit that subscribe button for me and help me grow this channel. And with that being said, round about 5 minutes for the review as I promised. I'm going to clock out and do what I do at the end of every single video, which is thank you for checking in and say that I'll see you tomorrow.